Okay, take two. Let's see how this one goes. Will we have any sound? I'm tired. Okay, it says I'm there. Let's see. Okay, it says I'm there. I hear sound. Hopefully, people find their way over. Yay! Oh, good. You never know. I have no idea why that didn't happen. I always put it on my do not disturb mode. All of a sudden, it decided my do not disturb mode meant I didn't want any sound from the media. Who knows? Just one of those days. Thank you. Yep. We have sound. Yay. Oh, I should have some whiskey in here, I think. Okay. Let's try this again. So, we're going to start out this video like that, huh, guys? All right. That's all right. We'll get there. I'll erase that other one. Yay! Hi. Welcome back, everyone. Apparently, my phone decided that this one time, even though I have been doing my do not disturb mode when I'm filming lives like for months, that meant I didn't want sound at all for my video. Who knows? Just decided. Okay, now you got to see the table. So this is a delicate balance of up and down. Oh, I'm dropping shit already. All right. Yes, you can see the table. Perfect. Okay. Hi, Stephen, Janelyn, Becca, Angie. Hi. Okay. So we have sound. It looks like you missed a lot. We started and we had no sound, and so now we're 2 minutes in. Yay! So you didn't miss anything. You're good. Okay. Hi, Monica. Good. Okay, so we are going to go over, someone had asked a question, and I had the name of the person who asked the question in my head until my sound went off. So it flew right out of my head. It's been one of those days. If you've seen my wall at all today, I have been posting polls. We are starting to talk about tarot stock. Yay. I set a date today. At least a beginning date, right? I think we are starting on, I think we're going to make it a week-long event. We are starting on Friday, May 31st, and it will go to the following Thursday, which is into June. It's the first week of June. So I posted 2 polls. I don't know if you saw the 2 polls. There's when I make announcements. Yay, good. See, that would be great if we could get them out here. When I make the announcements, if I post more than one announcement, it'll be at the very top, and it'll say on the wall, it'll say like see all announcements. And if you click on that, there's 2 polls there. The first one is how long you wanted it to be, and it sounds like most people want it to be the whole week. So we are going to do the whole week. And, and then if you can only come the weekend, that's okay. The other poll is for where you would like to stay when you come. So, hi, Debbie. Hopefully everyone is filtering back in from the no sound version. Was it Janelyn's question? Yeah. Yes, it could be. Yes, I believe so. Yes. Perfect. Good. So if you have not done both polls, make sure you find both polls and do both polls for me. If you're planning on coming, or if you're planning on trying to come to Tarot Stock. I am so excited for it now. My husband and I started talking about it today. I called around to a couple of the hotels, and I'm getting one more. Yes, thank you. Yes. I'm getting one more quote for group rate tomorrow, which I will, post in there what the group rate was for the good hotel. Okay, so we want to talk. Hi, Nicole. Welcome. We want to talk about crystal grids. And what I started saying when you couldn't hear me at all is if you have seen any of my videos, then you'll know that the first thing I'm going to say is that you need to try out for yourself what works for you. Crystal grids are very personal. There is a million different ways to do them. And a million different things you can put in them. And anybody who tells you otherwise is full of shit. Now, there is, like anything that we've talked about on the channel, there is some people's set ways. And that's good when you're first starting out and you're starting to learn how to do one anyways. It's good to have some guidelines to give you an idea of what other people do and see what, will this work for you? Hi, Jack. So I'm going to, right off the bat, I'm going to recommend a book because the person that I learned crystal grids from and that I absolutely adore is Hibiscus Moon. She has a very popular YouTube channel here. And she does incredible crystal classes, which I have not taken one because I've never quite had the money. They're a little bit expensive. I'll back up, I promise. Hi, Hexen. Go eat, sweetie. It's okay. We'll see you for the tarot part. Yes, she does have a book, and she is great. She has so much information that you can soak in for free on her YouTube channel. And then if you have the money for it, she does classes for crystals. And you become certified, which someday I would like to do, but just have never had the money. I'm guessing at this point, with all my, sponge-like behavior, I could probably pass her course now without taking the course. But because, of course, I'm not certified because I never took a class that way or anything. I've taken a couple local classes, but. So anyway, so I highly recommend Hibiscus Moon. Bye, Hexen. Love you, sweetie. So that's a great book, and it's a good book because it tells you, where to begin and some different ways to do it and some ideas of how to do it. Okay, so first of all, let's start at the beginning. What are crystal grids for? You can set up a crystal grid when you have an intention for anything, Let me give you some examples. I have set up crystal grids for people who need healing. I have set up crystal grids for one thing before you start. I need to inbox you on Facebook with some time, so check your inbox on Facebook. Will do. No problem. Squirrel. Totally lost my train of thought. No, okay, I'm good. I set one up for grief before, if someone loses something like our Jen did recently. You can do it for you're looking for a new job and you want some of that new job, prosperity, abundance kind of energy going. You can set up a crystal grid. What does a crystal grid do? It does whatever the same kind of things that spells do. So you can make a spell for anything, right? Crystal grid, you can make a crystal grid for anything you want. So the first thing you want to do is set your intention. What is it that you're looking for? What do you want to do? What are you trying to accomplish? You trying to accomplish general health? You can do a crystal grid for general health. You can do for specific healing of a specific thing. You can do prosperity in general. You can do I need to find a new job. You can do I need to find a new house. I'm house hunting. You can do, it's a limitless potential. You can do a crystal grid for anything. I could do a crystal grid and say, My aunt is driving me crazy, so I need more patience to deal with her. I could do a crystal grid to say, I am looking for a familiar. Do you think the energy goes out better or lasts longer than a spell? Here's the thing. Like anything, I think it can be a part of a spell. So it's always something you can do on top of a spell or along in conjunction with a spell. Because you're doing a crystal grid, you are intensifying that energy and sending that energy out into the world, probably more intense than you would, maybe, it depends on the spell, but probably more intense than you would just a spell without doing a crystal grid. So it can be a part of a spell. When I talk about spells, you talk about wanting to do everything you can to intensify that spell, the energy of that spell, the intention of that spell. And this can be a part of that. You can just add a crystal grid for the same intention and add that to your spell. And that, hi, Jessica, that will, oh, I hope Willow White finds her way over here. Did she find her way over here? She was looking at the first one. I should go and erase that. Let me just go and erase the first one so people don't get confused, guys. Since we had a problem on the first one. Come on. Hi, Dawn. That makes sense. Like a wand. Yes, absolutely. Like a wand, for sure. So anything you want to do, you can do it. Directing energy, yes. And crystal grids specifically direct that energy out into the world, out into the universe, out into the atmosphere. Hi, Luke. To set that intention out in the universe. So it sends that energy out to look for a connecting string. Remember, so I always talk about the connections to the universe. I feel the connections to the universe. So it sends that out to, I'm just going to make this private and then no one can see it. It sends that out into the universe looking for that intention, looking to connect with that same intention to send it all over. All right, all changes saved. Good. Hopefully no one will try to go on that one now. Okay. I just started reading about Wicca this October and loving it. I love your videos, really connected to where you said it feels like coming home. Awesome. Well, welcome. And I'm happy to have you. And you said your name somewhere and I said it out loud even. Luke. Okay. You will get to know, Luke, that I will get your name eventually. I just have to keep saying it. So don't be offended if I ask you again. And if you are on Facebook, you may be interested in getting on our Facebook page for the group itself, because that's where we do a lot of, we're the squirrel group. That's where we do a lot of interaction with each other and we can ask each other questions when we're not on, live video. Okay. Oh, my phone is going to die. See y'all later. Okay. I hear you, honey. I know my phone is only, there you go. Angela, I knew you were going to do that. She just posted the link for the Facebook group. So that's the link for it. Well, herbs help the crystal grid. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. So let's not get ahead. Here we go. So first of all, so that's the first step is setting your intention. I'm not on Facebook, but I might have to make a page. We really interact a lot in there. So we really are getting to know each other, and it's a great help for all of us to be able to ask questions. They can ask, you guys could ask me anything. You can ask each other. We're getting to be a very close-knit group that can help each other. Everybody feels pretty comfortable helping each other out, which has been great. So please do. Okay, so first step one is setting your intention. So somebody call out an intention. Let's set an intention to start out with. We're going to make a crystal grid right here, right in front of you. Hi, Alice. Debbie, you might want to make a page. You don't have to. I'm not saying you have to, but I am saying that it's been a great a great help to all of us. Health, prosperity, migraine relief, grabbing and pulling nuts. Health. Okay, so health, migraine relief. I love it. So let's incorporate them into one thing. So I recommend a couple different things. You're going to want either your crystal books, if you have them. The ones, I'll give you the ideas of the ones that I like the best. I was telling Angie before, this is kind of my go-to book. This is one of my favorite books on get rid of depression. We will talk about that. Make sure I get back around to that, okay? This is one of my go-to books. When I'm starting anything and I'm not sure, I have to say, I know a lot about crystals. I memorized a ton of facts about crystals. It's very hefty. But I cannot always, off the top of my head, say, oh, this one's good for health. This one's good for this. This one's good for this. Even I look stuff up. So I have this book in specific goes, hi, Linda. Goes by color, which helps me out a lot. Lots of photos. Yeah, that's right. Every stone has a photo. Now, not everyone will look like I have some red calcite that is tumbled, so it doesn't look like that. But it gives you an idea anyways. Connecting to the universe to get in touch with Dee Dee. Yes. Who's out there? Judy Hall, the great Judy Hall. So who is, her and Melody, I would say, are my go-to people for crystals. I also really, really enjoy, and yes, I did bring one of his, Philip Hermit. If you know Philip Hermit at all, I like him a lot because he's newer. Like Judy's been around forever. Melody has been around forever. Philip Hermit is a great reference too. He has a store, I believe in California, but he does actively does huge classes for crystals, and I always follow him because when the huge National Gem Show in Arizona comes out, he goes every year and he posts the most amazing pictures of these crystals, and he always gets a whole bunch because he has this huge store, and I think part of it is online. And I adore, I always, when I know the gem show is in Arizona, the National Gem Show, I always go to his page. It is Philip Hermit. Yes, Angela. Oh my God. Right in Arizona. That is, to me, that would be like a lifelong dream, because talk about, there is amazing, he goes for a week. So you're talking, there's thousands of vendors from all over the world that go to this crystal gem show. It is amazing. But if you go on his Facebook page, he posts the most amazing, amazing pictures of that gem show. But he's a great crystal healer. I may come back with only one kidney, though. Got to pay for the crystal somehow, right? Well, I mean, I'd be in big trouble because I already only have one kidney. I was born with one. So I'd have to figure out how to sell half my liver or something. I went to Quartzsite Festival there in Arizona when I lived there. Oh, I would love that. Love that. So that's another one that I highly recommend. And of course, Melody. Melody has been the guru since the 70s. Yes, right? Oh. And so she's amazing. She is kind of the originator of the modern day. This is how you use crystals. One book, her books are funny though. One book has no pictures and all the information. And then the other book has all the pictures and not a lot of information. So you kind of really want both. They're hard to find because they're basically out of print, but thriftbooks.com. And there's a couple other used book places that if you put in, this is what you're looking for, they will email you when that book comes in. Okay, I'm here and I'm queer. My phone died, so I'm on Josh's phone watching. Hi, Hexen. All right. I have the one with no pictures. Yes. So, and both are great, by the way. The picture one is really good because sometimes you're stuck and you're, especially like Blackstones. Blackstones are really hard. Love is in the Earth is available on Amazon. Really? Wow. Now, do you know which one? Yes, that is a weird set of books, right? There's one that has all the information. Hi, Nicole. And there's one that has all the pictures and just a little information. Both are really good. But I recommend having both for sure. If you're gonna follow Melody, the first one. Okay, so the one with all the information. Okay, in which case you want the encyclopedia one because that has a lot of pictures too. Okay, and then of course, I feel like your child whenever you say my name. Hi, Nicole. How are you, honey? I'm Mama Bear to everyone, so it's okay. So the other one is the Crystal Bible. Again, the great Judy Hall. I probably have 6 of Judy Hall's books. So I will say all of her books are fabulous. Each one has a unique perspective. So some of them do a little bit more, a little bit less. Some of them, there's 3 volumes of this Crystal Bible. These have information and pictures. It's kind of a smaller version of the encyclopedia. I will say for me, the encyclopedia though, I am drawn to that one. I don't know if it's because it's done by color maybe. Well, this is too. So if you see, this one's done by color too. I don't know. The encyclopedia one for me is like the book that I reach for. It's just the one that I find it easiest. Okay. The other thing that I go to because I spent years on building it up is my Pinterest page. I have a couple different boards on Pinterest that are for crystals specifically. One is crystal workings, and that will tell you what crystals do what. So it'll list a crystal and it'll say this is, what the properties are for that crystal. The other one is crystal grids, and there's hundreds of examples of different crystal grids. Just beginning my crystal collection. How should I go about getting crystals? Ooh, that's a good idea. So I will tell you intuition. Usually if you're drawn to a specific color, I know, well, I was going to say when I first started, but yeah, it's about 10 years later and I'm still drawn to blue, which says throat chakra. Yeah, I like to speak my truth, apparently. Go with what you're drawn to. Quartz does everything. So you might want to start, if you're just really starting out, yep, absolutely. Go with what you're feeling for sure. You may want to start out with a quartz point, just because you can program that to do anything. It can be in place of any crystal that you don't have. I will, if someone will remind me, because I think I've said this before and I haven't done it yet. Maybe I did. I will try to remember to post a couple of my kind of secret, not secret. They're not secret. They're stores online, but I have like 3 or 4 that I kind of go to all the time that I trust. I will tell you right now, especially, I would not trust a whole lot of crystals that come from China unless you trust the dealer, because China is getting into a lot of counterfeits. There are a lot of counterfeit crystals coming out of China right now, and they're getting very good at it, and they're very hard to see sometimes. So, hold on. I'm not on, so I can't see here we go. Okay. I always go for the crystal that draws me. Absolutely. Love my quartz point. I have opalite and a smoky topaz. Awesome. So, kind of that smoky color to you has, you're drawn to that. For crystal grids, do we need multiples of the same type of crystal, or can we use what you have? China, get out of our country, right? Yes, China is being boycotted by me. Me too. It's just too hard. I've gotten some things that have been very good from China, but you have to trust the dealer. I have gotten a couple things that were very counterfeit. Angela, I will get to your question. Give me 1 second. I was recently drawn to orange calcite. Awesome. It was all I could think about for days. Rushed to my local crystal store and bought the biggest chunk. Perfect. Perfect. So you needed orange calcite energy, which sacral. There's a lot of sacral healing in orange calcite. I'm going to wait for the tarot class. Perfect. No problems, Anthea. Start with what you have. Yep, that's right. Absolutely. Start with what you have. You do not have to have all the same kind of crystals. You do not have to have an even number of crystals. You do not have to have anything. Again, remember the magic is within. So anything that you could think of can be added to your crystal grid. You only have 5. That's okay. Use those 5 to make a shape, and you can add other things in there. I would keep it as natural as you can, but even so. We'll get to that. Angela's question. Okay, yes. You can use what you have. What else can you use in a crystal grid besides crystals? You can use feathers, flowers, herbs, tarot and oracle cards, wood, sticks, seashells. Absolutely. What else? I pulled a whole bunch of stuff out, and now, of course, I can't really think. Herbs. Christmas ornaments. Seashells, snail shells are great. Absolutely. Yep. It's all about intention, guys. So whatever you feel is correct for you, that's correct. The Naked Heart has a built-in grid right on the back of the card, right? Hold on. I got it right here. Oh, yeah. All right. So the Naked Heart Tarot. Gorgeous tarot. On the back of each card is a crystal grid. If you have access to a printer, there are millions of templates out there that you can print out. Teresa Ward cannot get on. Again? I swear that's so weird. Hold on. I am coming. Sorry, guys. Let me just take care of that real quick because I feel bad. Is she the same one that had a problem before? Can't remember. Hold on. Give me just a second. Creator Studio. Come on. It was Tina before. Okay. Well, that makes me feel better. At least it's not the same person getting kicked out. At least whatever YouTube is doing, they're spreading it around. Community. And now at least I know how to do it too. At least I think I remember. Oh no, internal server error. No, nothing went wrong. Stop. Just do it. Community settings. Hi, Somewhere in Time. All right, Teresa Ward. She is not on my blocked list. I wonder if YouTube is having a problem, guys, because when I tried to open up another page, it stopped me for a second. She is not on my blocked list, guys, so I don't know why she can't get in. Unless YouTube is having a problem. So, thank you, Nicole. Yeah, It's YouTube. Okay. I keep having to click the live button. Okay. So let her know that YouTube is having a problem. Keep trying. Okay. Thanks, Luke. One day I'm going to stay up all night watching live. Yay! All right. So yes. So there's a crystal grid right on the back. Yes, find something in the forest. Absolutely. That wooden plate. Yes, that you use as a pentacle. Absolutely. Perfect. Perfect. That wooden plate. Here's some examples of what I do. I'm out. Here we go. Thrifting again. First, I'll start with, I have looked for, adult coloring books. When I go into, hi Artsy. When I go into the thrift stores, I'm always looking for adult coloring books because a lot of times they have mandalas in there. If not, go onto Google and type in crystal grids or type in mandalas and print one out and then color it in. And you can use that as a template for a grid. So I have done that several times. Or doilies. Someone said doilies. Or, see, this is like a, wicker hot plate thing. Hi, Artsy. I think I got like a set of 4 of these for $1 or something at one of the thrift stores. Or baskets that are, shaped. I have used this for a crystal grid before. Or a pattern on a tablecloth or a doily or there's a million different ways, or nothing. If you have nothing at all, you can always make that shape just out of the crystals that you have. The other suggestion that I have is if you're really interested in doing a lot of crystal grids, Jen Dawn wants to know if she can use just decorative stones that she has for a grid. Absolutely. For sure. Because once we pick out the stones, we're going to activate. Freeform? Absolutely. Please. Yes. Nothing that you guys suggest is I'm going to say, oh no, don't do that. Does it feel right for you? Then it's right. Oh, Jesus. I forgot how heavy this was. Okay. So, I can't believe I brought all this up here, but I didn't know what kind of crystal grid you guys were going to ask for. So, when I decided that I was going to do lots of crystal grids, I started buying, and if any of you want my connection for crystal chips, I started buying crystal chips. I can use Skittles in my grids. Absolutely, you can use Skittles. They're bright and colorful. I started buying crystal chips because they're a lot cheaper to buy these little chips than they are to buy a whole bunch of tumbled stones or a whole bunch of raw stones. I have this entire basket is filled with different bottles filled with different kinds of stone crystal chips. They're so easy to use for a grid. So easy. I have a great connection on eBay. If you guys are interested, remind me. Plus, with Skittles, you can eat the energy. So if you want to use crystal chips, like I said, I have more different kinds of crystal chips than I do stones because they're a lot cheaper. Usually I can get a whole bottle of crystal chips for like $5 for a whole bottle's worth. Hi, Debbie. That's okay. Go right ahead. So remind me on our Facebook wall and I will post the link. It's on eBay is my sweet connection. Yes, it is a different one from the Scullies. Yes. So I have tons of these. Like I said, I have more bottles of crystal chips than I do of stones. And I haven't done a thing of my stone collection recently much, but I have a lot of stones too. Okay, so what were we talking about? We were going to do health and migraines specifically. All right, so the other thing is go on to Pinterest. Stones for migraines. Click that in there. And what comes up? Let's see. What comes up is I start picking up random stones from the ground now. Perfect. Amber, lapis, turquoise, jet. Can't believe I haven't done that before. Perfect. Lapis, jet, amethyst. Lapis, amber. Can't read that. Suglite. Good luck. I think I do have Suglite chips, but because they're so expensive, I put them away. I have too. I suffer from migraines too. Petrified wood stone just on the ground. Awesome. Perfect. Amethyst, magnetite, cathedral quartz. Okay, so I'm hearing a lot of lapis, which I think I pulled out already. No, maybe I didn't. Of course not. I know I put lapis in here because that's one of the ones I was going to use. Now I have to find it. Why am I pulling out all the black stones? I must be drawn to black stones tonight. How are we doing? Can't see. Oh, good idea. Yes, I suffer from migraines too. My migraines are bad. Mine too. My father suffers from. Can I ask what crystal grids are used for? Yes, Linda. We must have come in late. Crystal grids are used for any intention you want to set, just like any spell. You can set the intention for anything. You can use them for health. You can use them to find a job. You can use them for general earth healing. There's people who have crystal grids for healing the earth all over the world. Not too much, Sue. You can use them for general prosperity. You can use them to help someone who has lost someone in grief. Just like any spell, you can use a crystal grid for anything. Same here, just got just pressed before. Okay, so here's lapis. So here is a whole bunch of chips of lapis. Keep in mind that some people will tell you that the better grade stone you have, the better your crystal grid will be. I don't believe that for a second. I think the magic is in the witch. So, if you are able to set that intention for you, then that stone works just fine. We just need it to amplify the energy that we are asking it to amplify. For promotion, absolutely. Okay, so lapis. I'm trying to think. Amber may be one that I actually don't have. What else did it say? Lapis, amber, suglite, amethyst. I know I have a million amethysts. Try saying amethysts. Come on, I didn't hear any of you try it. Amethysts. It's not easy. Here we go. Here's amethysts. All right, I'm getting goofy already. Sorry, guys. Okay, so here we have amethysts. I'm never going to be able to say that again without doing that. Sorry, guys. Amethysts. See? I use Imagex also. I will have to get some past tense oil. Where do you get it? My cat wants to be a part of live chat. Where is he? I don't see him. Do you see him? I use Imatrix too. This, I'll just bet, Dawn, you can buy it on Amazon by the doTERRA. Okay, so let's see what other stones here. Crystals for, let's type in crystals for migraines, because believe it or not, sometimes that, about Ben's cat. Okay, I'm like, I don't see my cat. Turquoise. Oh, I have turquoise. I know I have turquoise. Hold on. Now, again, really, this is just to start you off. Hi, Dave. So if you feel like you're drawn to a different crystal than what it says, go with your gut. Your gut will tell you what crystal you need in there. Also, I know I have real turquoise, but they call them turquoise stones now, which basically means it's howlite that's dyed. But you can use it as turquoise because you're putting that intention in there, right? Right. Perfect. Okay, turquoise, amethyst, and lapis. Perfect. Anybody else feeling like let's get somebody to shout out a stone that they feel like should be there for a migraine. You don't have to have any idea of stones that will definitely work. Just intuitively, what do you think will work for migraines? I need a drink. Very cool. Earth healing for sure. Some black one. Bloodstones. Perfect. Let's get a black one and some bloodstones. Black tourmaline. Perfect. I love it. All right. What do we got here? I have Apache Tears, which is technically black obsidian. And I have black obsidian, which is technically Apache Tears if you can see through them. And I really love how you teach. I really love how you learn. I love it. What else do we have? Snowflake obsidian. If I'm going to go with an obsidian, I'm probably going to go with the snowflake because it tampers down that intense energy somewhat. I know I have bloodstone in here too. Let me just find it. Which will probably be the last bottle that I pick up. There's bloodstone. Black tourmaline. I knew I had it. Okay. Black tourmaline, lean, and bloodstone. All right. Let's put the rest of these back. Okay. So we have gotten some of our chips out. If we have some chips that we're going to use, perfect. Shit. Went to grab pain meds, stubbed 3 of my toes. Now I need the meds even more. I am going to order it as soon as we're done here. I'm sick of relying on pharmaceuticals. Absolutely. I can't even spell amethysts, let alone say it. All right. So the one thing that I do recommend is that you have something in the center as a focal point. What can be in the center? Again, anything you want. You can, I left my crystal ball. You can use a crystal ball. You can use my very old antique amber crystal ball. You can use quartz point. You can use I have little wands. You can use a little wand. So let's say you have a little wand that is pointed at both ends and you want to stand it up. Candle holder. Put the wand in the candle holder. Statue? Absolutely. How about I have a bunch of stone animals. You think something feels like dolphins would help with migraines, or the donkey will help with migraines, or buffalo will help with migraines, or an elephant, or a polar bear. I didn't know what you guys were going to choose. Hi, Johnny. Or a skull. Amber. I have my amber skull. Look at. So we can use him in the middle. A stone apple for good luck. Or good luck. For good health. We can put both of them in the middle. A piece of driftwood. What else? I have a bunch of different stones. Because I've been doing this for 10 years or something, guys, I've collected pyramids with stones. I have collected wands. I have angel wing selenite. So whatever you think will work for you. If you don't have any big stones at all, can you not do a grid? No. Let me shout. Rose quartz. Perfect. Hi, sister of the moon. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Rose quartz. I love it. I have my selenite tower. If you only have one crystal tower, can you use it for every purpose that you use a grid for? Yep. This is my desert rose. Whatever you feel should be in the center of that grid. Can you use a big, huge conch shell? Yep. Can you use a big log? Yep. Can you use, boy, guys, anything you want. I'm knocking shit over. Might need to click the live button. Yes. Try refreshing. Yes, that too. Anything you want. You can use anything you want. Let me reiterate. Anything you want. Anything you want. You can use a stuffed animal. I have a little owl that I use as a long distance Reiki bear because he has feet and arms, and so when I do long distance Reiki, I like to visualize what I'm healing, and so I lay my little owl out and I do the Reiki over the owl, sending it out, long distance. You can use little stuffed animals. Whatever you want, whatever feels right to you. Can you use natural whole stones? Hell yeah, absolutely. So for sure, whatever you want. I would recommend you do have one focal point in the center. Let me rephrase that, because can you use two things? Yes. I would group them together. Can you use 8 things? Yep. Just group them together in the center. However you want to do that is fine. You love that pyramid. Thank you. I have a couple different ones, but like I said, here is these are pyrite suns. I use them a lot in my crystal grids because they're great energy boosters. They boost energy really well. Usually I can't even hold them for very long because they really boost energy. So I will put them generally on the outside of my grid. Okay, so great. We've picked the amber skull and the apple are going to be on the outside. Where's the live button? The live button is right next to your volume button if you're on a laptop. I think it's the same place if you're on your phone. I think. I hope. I have towers. There's a blue agate tower. I have just whatever you want. I mean, I don't know how many times I can say that, but petrified wood. Whatever you want. Okay. So then you have picked out your middle stone, sunstone. Awesome. Perfect. I have specific things that I use in most of my grids. You do not need to have all this stuff, but I figured I'd pull them out and show you guys. Moonstone. Awesome. I love moonstones for sure. So I have wands that are an angel and a skull. So the angel wand, if I'm doing a healing, so this is where we want to heal migraines, or do we want to get rid of migraines? That's a specific intention. Be careful with what your intention is, that you're very specific. Do we want to get rid of migraines or do we want to heal them? One is bringing energy in, one is taking energy away. So which one do we want? I love moonstone too. I'm especially fond of black moonstone, but heal. So we want to heal both. We can't do both in one grid. That's the one thing. Yeah, let's heal. Okay, so that's the one thing is you don't want to have two separate intentions for one grid. If we're going to healing energy and pain out, I get that, but we're going to be doing things specifically. Tiger's Eye would be great. And I think I have it right here too. There's red tiger's eye, blue tiger's eye. I know I have regular gold tiger's eye. So which one? Pick one, red, blue, or gold. And red tiger's eye is also called hawk's eye. Blue tiger's eye. No, wait. Did I get that backwards? Wow. Red tiger's eye is also called dragon's eye. Blue tiger's eye is also called hawk's eye. Red? We want red? Sounds good. Let's use red. Remove. Okay. So, something about obsidian. Well, I have to say summertime, I really like obsidian too, but with obsidian, maybe it's the way it interacts with my energy, but I have to be careful with obsidian because it's so powerful that sometimes it comes in with a bang and it's a little bit too forceful for me. I suppose with something like a migraine, you might want that forceful energy coming in, but it is right in your face kind of stuff. So I always have to kind of tamper it down a little bit because it's so energetically powerful. What is the difference between healing and getting rid of? Okay, so healing, if we are trying to heal, we are going to be bringing healing energy in. And that is a specific intention. That intention now becomes, I'm pulling healing into me. Pulling healing into me. Now, you just want to be careful, because if we're also going to be pulling pain energy out, we don't want to pull the energy, all that energy that we just pulled in, we don't want to pull out, because we're creating a flow of energy. So yes, and I do it with my healing work. When I do Reiki healing or earth healing or crystal healing, I do it because I am continually monitoring the flow. But with a crystal grid, hi little dandelion, you're not late, honey, I'm just early. With a crystal grid, we are going to set that up, set the intention, and then we leave it there. So we're not monitoring it all the time. So you just want to be careful that you're not kind of giving it a double thing that could be the opposite of what you want. Yes, an energy loop. Exactly. So if we're going to do healing in, we just want to continue that loop. So it goes healing in, healing in, healing in. Because if we are doing in with something and out with something that we have already, it might kind of get rid of some of that energy where you're pulling in. So I would recommend just be careful. It might work for you anyways. I'm not saying it wouldn't. If it works for you, it works. If that feels right for you, go right ahead. Just be careful. And if you find that it's not quite doing enough, then maybe think about taking one or the other away. That's all. Okay, so when I do a crystal grid, to me, I am working with my ancestral energies or my angel energies, which to me, I have a mental block with angels, because to me, angels are about, the Christian God. So to me, this says guardian. My spirit guides, my guardians, that kind of thing. This is my ancestors. So I'm going to choose, okay, I want one to pull energy in, and I want one to continue the flow around. So to me, I want the ancestors. I trust my ancestors to know what healing energy needs to come in. So the first crystal I'm going to put on here is my ancestor energy pointing directly in. Now, the other thing is, many of the books will tell you to point your crystal grid, set your crystal grid at directional north, because you want to have that magnetic energy flow that the earth already has from north to south. You want to go with that flow, so that magnetic energy can help your healing energy, your whatever kind of energy you're setting this grid up for. It can help that magnetic pole energy that the earth already has. It can kind of hitchhike right onto that magnetic energy pole. So I happen to know that my due north is here. So I'm going to set that due north. I want my ancestors to be pulling that healing energy in at due north. I want the guardians to continue that healing energy through directly south and to finish that loop. Okay. What else do I do? Again, this is me because I've been doing it forever. I use selenite bars, because selenite bars are cleansing and they cleanse all stones. So I use selenite bars around the outside to try to protect the energy that I'm creating on the inside. You don't have to at all. I just know, I'll tell you, if I don't set up my selenite bars, my cat gets into my grid 9 times out of 10. Since I started putting up selenite bars, it's like my cat knows he can't get into the middle of it. I know that sounds weird, but it's true. So I set my selenite bars on the edges here. And that's going to protect my energy as I'm going. Okay, if I had any other element thing in there. Oh, shit. You know what I forgot? I forgot to say, yes, if selenite next to your stones, your deck, yep, absolutely. If you are questioning whether to use a stone or not, pull out your pendulum. Your pendulum is really good at reading energies. So if you have a pendulum, pull it out. Put, let's say, bloodstone. So we picked bloodstone as one of the energies. This is not going to be easy because there's all kinds of stones around. My poor pendulum is going to go, what the hell are you talking about? There's too much energy. So I'm going to ask my pendulum, can I use bloodstone in this grid? And to me, my pendulum answers up and down. This, well, I don't know if you can see. This way for yes and no. And kind of this way or circular. Yes, did I just say yes and no? This way for yes. This way for no, or it circles sometimes. Where's Matt? He was asking me to explain pendulum last night. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was, huh? Okay, whew, hold on. Let me stop talking and breathe for a second so my poor pendulum can stop shaking. Whew. Okay, can I use bloodstone in my grid for healing? Yep. Back and forth. I mean, up and down, not back and forth. Just texted him. He's at work, so he may be doing a client. So that to me said yes. Bloodstone, yes. So if you have a question, like if you're feeling like maybe this will work, pull out your pendulum. It's a really easy way to ask the universe, is this stone okay for this? It just does, Nicole. It's I'm sure that it connects to your body's energies. And no matter how hard you're trying to stay still, especially as you get older, you just don't stay still. Yes, I got a table by the TV. Do it make any difference if I put the grid there, or should I keep away from electronics? I watch the electronics because they will affect it. Depends on how close. I usually, as long as I don't expect my pendulum to swing outside of this area, or else something really weird is going on. Spirit's really getting wacky in here. As long as I don't have anything that will affect it in this area, then I'm okay. I don't usually set it up like right over my TV, but if it's, far enough away that you don't feel that electrical current coming from it, you should be all right. Anyway, so Nicole, how does it move? It just does. It does because we are never still. So when you ask it, I hold both sides in one hand. This is one that I made. I bought this as just a necklace thing. And so I had that part. I put a necklace around it, and I had a keychain with a little obsidian skull on the other side. Yeah, it doesn't work for, you're right, Ben. That's true. I should say that ahead of time so you don't feel like there's something wrong with you. You're right. It doesn't work for everyone. Although I have found that even the people who say it doesn't work for them, sometimes if you switch stones, if you have them use one of your working pendulums, sometimes it starts working for them a little bit. Your heartbeat is going to move stuff no matter what. So the energy that's around there allows it to move. And of course, what we believe is that energy in your pendulum connects to you. So once you connect with a pendulum, this one is my lapis pendulum. It's the one that I connect to the most. So I use this one a lot. I have a lot more, but hi, Hexen. But this is the one I like when I'm going out. That's okay. Don't say forgive me for anything, because if it works for you, it works. So it usually, if people really take the time to connect and they try a couple different stones, sometimes it's the stone that they had they aren't quite connecting with. I've gotten most people to have it be able to work, but I've seen a couple of people that just it's hard, especially people who have natural tremors. That's hard because they cannot Yes, it's your higher consciousness moving your energy. That's right. They can't stop their tremors and stuff. They have a hard time too. So somewhere bloodstone would be good to clean her blood. Yes. I would like for you to do a spell oil class. Awesome, Hexen. Keep that in mind. You know what we should do is start a list in the group. I will start a document, and when you guys want me to do a video on something, you can add it to that, and I'll start crossing them out as I do them. Or an abundance of chaotic energy. Yep, that's true. Yep. Okay, so that's a good way to, if you're doubting yourself and you're not sure what stones to use, ask your pendulum. It'll tell you. So I then take out some stones. There's several different ways to do this. You can do, let me take out all of these. You can do circles. You can do spokes. You can do if you look at sacred geometry, you can, hold on. There is a picture of that in Hibiscus Moon's book. I was going to show you that I do with it. Of course, it's underneath my points. You can do anything that you want. I usually try to stick with sacred geometry. Here's the sacred geometry spiral. It's called the pi spiral. Is that what it's called? Yeah, the pi spiral. You can do the infinity sign. The infinity sign, if you want to have an endless amount of whatever it is you're doing. So an endless amount of abundance if you're doing prosperity, an endless amount of health, healing energy. You can do, this is the flower of life. Singing bowls are expensive, and I think I found a good alternative. Blowing inside a glass bottle creates an awesome sound. Woohoo! I found a singing bowl at a thrift store not the last time I went, the time before that. And I found it in with make sure you're looking when you go to the thrift stores that you're looking in with like regular ceramic bowls, cereal bowls and stuff. That's where I found my last one. I mean, I have a couple now, but that's where I found my last one, is in with the cereal bowls, because someone obviously didn't know what it was, and I paid $2 for it. So look everywhere, because some people don't have any idea what that is. They're like, oh, look, that's a bowl. I don't know. Put it in with the cereal stuff. Yes, yes, yes. I think I paid $18 plus $2 for shipping. Perfect. It wasn't a huge one. It was kind of a little one, but it works. Works just fine. Okay. All right. So when you're ready to lay the stones out, however intuitively you feel like you need to lay those stones out, lay them out. I'm going to make spokes for this one. So I'm going to drop all my stones because I'm not very clean. And then I'm going to start bringing them into a line. So for this healing grid, I'm going to do a spoke of each stone. So there's one spoke. That's bloodstone. I'm only going to do a couple, guys, because we've already been on an hour. Oh my goodness, and I still need a quick break before tarot class. And we'll do lapis, because lapis was mentioned on all of them. So when I do this, I just make sure I have, like, if I do something to one side of the grid, I want to do it to the other, because you want some balance. That doesn't mean there can only be an even number, but if you're going to have 5, then balance it out so it looks like there's supposed to be 5 there. When you are first working with a pendulum, shit, I missed it. Be patient. Also, cleansing helps. When I first tried it, it flopped. Absolutely. Cleanse yourself, cleanse the pendulum, try again. That still doesn't work. Meditate a little with the stone in your hand, try again. That doesn't work. Try a different kind of stone. Maybe it's the kind of stone you're not connecting with. Okay, so here we're going to do lapis. I'm going to make a spoke of lapis. And so on. I would do one here, maybe one here, one here. Make that grid as even as you can make it. You want to make it look like a sacred geometry something. Or it should be in some shape, or it should be, you can spell something if you want to spell something. I've seen that a couple times. Heal. That kind of thing. You can do it in rainbow colors. Anything you want. Yes, after you take the grid down, the stones absolutely need cleansing, for sure. Sleeping with it, for sure. I've heard of that too. Okay, so let's say we have set it all out there, and now we want to activate it. There's a couple different ways to activate it. Now, if you read in Hibiscus's book, she's going to tell you to use a wand, which I have my wand over here someplace. Oh my goodness, I need to clean this area up. I literally just saw it. Oh, so bad, so bad. There it is. I see it. Okay, so you can use a wand. I kind of use this one for anything when I'm doing crystals, if I want a wand for crystal work. Honestly, I don't use wands very much when I'm doing crystal grids. I use just my hands usually to activate it, but Hibiscus recommends the wand. If you're not used to channeling energy, you might want to use a wand because it's a little bit easier to visualize that energy shooting out from the point of the wand. Okay, so what are we doing when we activate? Excuse me, we're telling this grid what we want it to do, what we expect this grid to do. Mine prefers to rest in my amethyst cluster. Perfect. So we are going to tell this grid we want the energy to come in to heal migraines that people in this group have. So what you really want to do is kind of create a little mantra in your head so you can say it over and over and over as you're activating the grid. So let's say the mantra this time is, I pull healing energy from Mother Earth to, I have oil all over this, but that's not the mantra. I pull healing energy from Mother Earth to heal any migraines that are in this group right now. So you're going to think about migraine healing energy. You're going to start with the center stones. You may want to meditate first. Usually I take a couple quiet moments. Now, when I heal, my energy always comes from Mama Earth. Wherever you get your healing energy from is okay for you. Some people do Father Sky energy. That's okay. Some people just do Reiki. Some people get it from the air, whatever you feel. When you feel like you want healing energy, where do you think that comes from? That's what you think of. I always think it's coming up through, I picture the bottom of my feet, roots growing out of it, connecting, intertwining with Mama Earth's. Yes, absolutely. Relaxing music for sure. I have 2-hour Reiki music things on my other YouTube account, my personal YouTube account, that I just put on when I'm, when I'm picking stuff out even. So that by the time we get there, I'm pretty, so I picture, connecting through the roots that come out of my feet into, entwining right with Mother Earth and her roots that are coming up to grab mine. And I picture green healing. To me, healing is green. To you, it may be blue. To you, it may be purple. To you, it may be white, gray, whatever it is that healing is for you. Mine is always green. But I picture that Mama Earth giving me that green healing energy, spiraling up through my legs, through my core, where it really collects, and then out my arm and through the wand. And then, so we're going to put healing energy. Mama Earth is healing all migraines associated with anyone in this group tonight. Once we feel like they have gotten that idea and they are filled up with that green energy, pink energy, blue energy, whatever energy you have, then you're going to continue on. Now I'm doing the bloodstone line. I want that green healing energy, Mama Earth, to bring that green healing energy, fill it right up and out into anyone in our group having migraines. We're going to come back and go to the next spoke. Green healing energy to anyone in our group having migraines. We want to hit the outside chambers, whatever we have placed in the outside. So we're going to do my Pyrite Suns here. Green healing energy to whoever has migraines in our group tonight. I'm going to bring it around through the selenite. Back to the other pyrite. Green healing energy. See, now to me, the Pyrite Suns, they have a lot of that already. So they're good for migraines apparently because they don't need a lot. Through the selenite again. Once we make that complete circle, for me, my last step is when I am pulling in from my ancestors and the guardians are carrying it through the loop, that's a specific energy line for me. So I'm saying, ancestors, I'm asking you to pull that energy in from any source that you have. Pull that green healing energy in. And guardians, bring it back around to continue that loop. And all the while, I'm picturing all of my energy. Now the ancestors' energy has joined with that. And now this entire grid, there's like a dome over the grid of green healing energy that is going out into the universe and circling back around and coming back in. So we're pulling everything around. All the healing energy from all source is coming back into the loop and going around. That grid is activated. Done. Hi, Lori. Welcome. So how long can you keep a grid up? Does anybody know? You can keep a grid up. Try to let everyone catch up. Yep. As long as you feel you need to. As long as you feel it's working. Hi, Althina. As long as you feel it's necessary. I would not take a grid down until you thought that it had achieved its purpose. If it was a specific intention that once that intention is done, it's done, then you can take it down at that point. If it's a continual energy kind of grid, then you want to just re-energize it once in a while. And how are we going to re-energize it? Just like we just moon cycle. Perfect. Absolutely. Just like we just activated it, we're just going to connect to that energy again, that green healing energy, purple healing energy, blue healing energy. We're going to connect to that energy again and re-energize it. So we're going to say, what's our intention again? Okay, bring that green energy in, connect to Mother Earth. We're going to do that whole activation process again until we can really feel that energy. How many times, how often do you have to do that? Can you charge a spell oil by placing it in the middle? Hell yeah, Hexen. Hell yeah, you can. Absolutely. And then use it throughout the day as you go. You don't have to charge this ever. If you feel like this never loses energy, you don't have to charge it. I would check on it once in a while. And how would you check on it? Just kind of meditate in front of it for a minute. Can you feel the same energy as when you activated it? Then it should be okay. If not, maybe give it a boost. You can connect to this energy wherever you are in the world. So if I flew to London tomorrow, I could meditate, connect to my healing energy grid for migraines, because that energy is going out through the universe. So we just need to grab on to that spider web, that connection. That's why we are all connected. We just have to hang on and find that connection wherever we are. Definitely green. I love the earth and vines reaching out to your roots. Me too. To me, that has always been, that healing to me has always been Mama Earth, Gaia, for sure. But like I said, some people also work with Father Sky. And I do for some things. It's funny. I will think of Father Sky if I'm doing anything for the crown chakra. Sometimes the third eye chakra, but I don't go much below that with Father Sky. I don't know. To me, it's all higher chakras kind of stuff. But again, if it works for you, it works. Yes, you can charge spell oils in there. You can put a bottle of water in there for, the next day. Hi, Dave. Yep. Peppermint oil. There you go. In the center. Use it a lot for migraines, headaches, and mild migraines. Absolutely. Hi, Maddie. Spell oil, you can put a bottle of water and take the bottle of water with you, and that will be energized with the energy that you just activated. Rose quartz sphere. Awesome. You can use that for a grid too. Whatever you have, start with whatever you have that feels right for you. And if you don't have, let's say you want to do a prosperity spell and you're looking around your house and you're looking around and you're like, I don't have anything that screams out prosperity for me. Go for a walk. Think about, okay, I want to increase some prosperity energy. Look around you when you go for a walk and see what you find that says, oh, prosperity. Acorns. Acorns used to be currency. My mind. Those little teeny shells, those little teeny white shells, they used to be currency. What the heck are they called? Hi, Jackie. It's going to kill me until I get it or somebody reminds me of what they're called. Little teeny white shells. Native Americans used to use them for currency. They're real teeny, like ivory color. Yes. Cowl, that puaka shells. That could be it. It is. It's like cowl or that's not quite it. I cannot believe. Cowrie. Thank you, Maddie. Cowrie shells. Yes. They were currency. So if you have those, put a couple, 3 or 4 in the center of your grid for prosperity grid. That'll work. Go outside. I mean, pine cone. Did you find a pine cone and that, spoke to you and said, hey, I will help you out with prosperity? Awesome. Pick it up. No problem. Somewhere I have done that before too. The girls might as well be useful for something. All right. Awesome. All right, let me just check. Yeah. My phone's at 24%, so I'm going to have to use my... So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a 5-minute break. And then we'll come back for Tarot Talk, Tuesday Tarots. I'm going to have to use my laptop, though, for Tarot Talk. And I will be trying to charge my phone in between. So if it's really bad, if my internet is just awful, then I will try to find a way to plug it in. But unfortunately, when I am doing a live video, that takes up more battery than I can charge. So I'm going to have to at least charge for a little bit before I go to the phone. So, hi, Debbie. So give me 5 minutes. I'm going to go pee. Isn't that funny? It quit just at the end. Hi, Lori. I know. It's nice to see you too, Lori. I don't get to see you in the lives very much. I'm glad you joined us. So give me 5 minutes. I'm going to be back for Tarot Talk. You are welcome. And I'm going to clean up some of my crystals here so I have some room for Tarot Talk. I'll be back. 5 minutes. Blessings, guys.